Let's dive into the wild saga of Tiffany Henyard, the self-declared supermayor who's now witnessing her political empire unravel before her eyes in real time. If you've been keeping up with this drama, you know it's been a roller coaster of political backstabbing, public outrage, and, of course, Tiffany's flair for the dramatic. She's not just a politician, she's a walking headline. But after a crushing defeat in her bid for re-election as Thornton Township Supervisor, it seems like she's finally losing her grip on power. Honestly, this story feels like it was made for Netflix. So grab your popcorn, because it's about to get juicy. Here's the rundown. Tiffany Henyard, somehow managing to juggle two major political roles, mayor of Dolton and supervisor of Thornton Township, was fighting to keep her seat as supervisor. But things didn't go in her favor after a chaotic Democratic caucus left her seething. Her name was taken off the ballot, and let's just say she wasn't pleased about it. Picture this: a room full of her political foes erupting in applause, as Tiffany stormed out in a fury, shouting "illegal" at anyone who would listen. To top it all off, the crowd serenaded her with chants of "Nah, nah, nah, hey, hey, kiss him goodbye." Talk about a dramatic exit. So, what led to her removal from the ballot? It all boils down to the rules of the caucus, a process Thornton Township hadn't used in 30 years. In order to qualify, candidates needed a full slate of 8 people to cover positions like township supervisor, highway director, clerk, assessor, and 4 trustees. Tiffany didn't have a certified assessor on her team, making her slate invalid. With no full team, she was out. And who swooped in to take her spot? State Senator Napoleon Harris, who also happens to be the Democratic committeeman for Thornton Township. Not only did he set the caucus rules, but he also secured his spot as the Democratic nominee for supervisor. A power move? Definitely. But Tiffany's camp is calling it unfair, and possibly even illegal. Tiffany, ever the drama queen, wasn't about to let this go quietly. She accused Harris of running an unjust process, claiming that her supporters, many of whom were bussed in using township resources, were shut out of the caucus. According to Tiffany, this was straight-up voter suppression. She didn't hold back, vowing to sue everyone involved, declaring, "I will be suing everyone tomorrow. This is illegal." But here's the kicker. The buses Tiffany had arranged for her supporters reportedly showed up late, leaving many of them stranded outside in the cold while the caucus continued without them. You can't make this stuff up. Adding to Tiffany Henyard's growing list of problems is the increasing scrutiny of her financial choices. Critics have pointed out that her lavish spending habits stand in stark contrast to the financial struggles of Dalton's residents, who have a median income of just $24,000 per year. The infamous $43,000 she spent on Amazon in a single day has become the symbol of her administration's excess, leaving many questioning what exactly she was buying. Even her proposal for a 100% property tax refund for residents has sparked skepticism, with some accusing her of trying to buy loyalty in the run-up to her re-election campaign. But it's not just about her finances. Henyard's leadership has been plagued with accusations of political retaliation. Local business owners have claimed they were targeted for not supporting her initiatives. One bar owner even alleged that their establishment was raided by police after refusing to sponsor one of her events. These accusations paint a picture of a leader using her power to settle personal scores, further undermining public trust in her ability to govern fairly. Despite everything, Henyard's die-hard supporters continue to back her, claiming her boldness makes her a trailblazer. She's not afraid to fight for what she believes in, even if everyone's against her, said one loyal supporter. However, for many others, her defiance comes across more like denial. With investigations continuing and her political power fading, The real question is, how much longer can she keep up the fight before her entire empire collapses? Tiffany isn't going down without a fight, though. She's already planning legal action to contest the caucus results, claiming the process was rigged. She's also banking on her name recognition to carry her through a write-in campaign. One of her allies confidently declared, "I think enough people know her name to write her in, and I believe we can still win." But let's not forget that write-in campaigns are notoriously tough, especially against someone like Harris, who now has the full backing of the Democratic Party. Meanwhile, her position as mayor of Dolton isn't exactly secure either. Her tenure has been marked by public feuds with trustees, financial scandals, and accusations of political retaliation. At a recent village board meeting, many residents turned their backs on her while she spoke, a clear sign of growing discontent with her leadership. It's not just the residents who are fed up. Henyard's hand-picked police chief was recently ousted after a judge ruled he was unqualified for the role. The Dolton Police Department has lacked stable leadership for much of the year, and officer morale is reportedly at an all-time low. Trustee Jason House, who's also running for mayor, didn't hold back, stating, "It's a challenge, but they're hanging in there. We're trying to give them all the support they need during this difficult time. And we can't ignore the financial mess she's left in her wake." Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who was brought in to investigate Dolton's finances, revealed that the village's general fund balance plummeted from a surplus of over $5 million in 2022 to a deficit of nearly $4 million by 2024. Lightfoot's preliminary report also pointed to Henyard's personal use of a village credit card for expenses like purchases at Target, Walgreens, and Wayfair. With these revelations, it's no surprise that residents have been calling for her removal, even dubbing her the worst mayor in America. Then there's the drama surrounding her personal life. Henyard is reportedly facing eviction from her rented home after falling behind on rent for months. Her landlord claims that neither she nor her boyfriend have made payments since August, and even changed the locks to keep the landlord out. When you combine this with her political turmoil, it paints a picture of a leader completely out of touch with reality. So, what's next for Tiffany Henyard? Can she stage a comeback with her write-in campaign, or is this the end of the road for her political career? And what about the ongoing investigations into her administration? Could they bring even more trouble down the line? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. What do you think? Can Tiffany Henyard bounce back from this, or is her political career finished? Was the caucus truly unfair, or is this just another example of her refusing to take responsibility for her actions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Stay tuned.